Hey guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, whatever time zone you are in, it is a beautiful moment of you. Every moment is a moment of you, an opportunity, a gift, a reflection to align and to embody more and more and more of you. There's only the now. It is always now expanding, expressing, bringing forth self realization. Every moment of now, we shine as the sun, extending our rays to be reflected in this hologram we call life. All right. So it's Ria on the pre-run here. I was going to go for a run. Then I had a little interaction and then it catalyzed the message. So I just wanted to share my insight and my wisdom gained from it. Just like all of you guys, every moment is an opportunity to learn something about yourself, to gain some insight, whether it be feel good or whether it feels more catalyzing or denser. It's all good and it's all you. Every moment, every engagement, every communication, every experience really is an opportunity to step into your power and take responsibility of our creation. Hey, good morning, Donnie. Good to see you. I'm on a little bit earlier because I wanted to share this while it was fresh, fresh in me. So Spirit was calling me. So I just wanted to share um, a message. And if anyone happens to come on, I'll do some readings. But let me see what Donnie says. I want a business of crystals. If if you want a business of crystals and that lies within your heart, Donnie, always trust and follow your heart. And sometimes it takes a little perseverance. Sometimes you're going to have some challenges to overcome because those challenges are giving you an opportunity to see an energy within you that you're expanding or transmuting or releasing. Anything that is not aligned to you having your crystal business, that is a certain frequency that you have the potential that you are holding within you. So following that and trusting in that and working towards that. And sometimes we got to take a step back to take two steps forward, Donnie, and that's okay as well. So if that is your desire, then you have the power. You have the power to achieve that. And it's just about taking the steps and trusting your guidance in every moment of now. Try not to project too far into the future because then you can become overwhelmed, Spirit is saying. So just trusting every moment as an opening and as an opportunity guiding you to that business. And so, an extension of that and how it relates to today's message is taking responsibility. Every moment is a moment that is a gift, an opportunity to empower ourselves. And true empowerment is connecting to our heart, trusting in our heart, trusting in our power, knowing who we are, which is nothing less than God's source energy, coming to that awareness in every moment as we gain a nugget of gold within us, as we are activating another light code, another beam of light shining from us. And so today's message is to do with those incidences outside of us that catalyze us, that trigger us. And those are the more challenging situations, circumstances that we engage in as a human, but it is all and part of our light activation. It's just important as in activating our light, if not more so, than the light that is already activated. Everything is working simultaneously. So when we are triggered from an outside circumstance, person, place, or thing, it is an opportunity for us to take responsibility and say, oh, this is exposing a shadow within myself. This is exposing an energy that I'm yet to balance and I am yet to integrate within my being. So, this balancing, all it is the integration of polarities. When we are in true alignment, Spirit really shared this with me yesterday or the other day, a new way of seeing it. So, alignment to your heart, alignment to yourself is really the integration of polarities, of energies within you that you are balancing. So it is allowing opposing forces to merge and complement and become a team. So, for example, I'm just going to use my own personal experience, because our personal experiences are our testimony to the God within. It is our living testimony. It is our experience of our God self for us to gain that wisdom and knowledge and insight and self realization and activation of all that we are. So I was having a little talk with my husband and saying, "Oh, you're going to be at Mythos's meet, right?" So I was trying to make sure um, that he was going to commit to being there with me. And I didn't necessarily like the answer. I was trying to control the response that I wanted due to my own fears, my fear of I don't know, how having to get there, having to navigate, having to hang out there for however many hours by myself or whatever. So I was kind of trying to get him to commit to something, but the commitment that I wanted was based on my own fear. And then that was brought out. He gave me resistance, and that resistance was my own resistance to dealing with myself, with my own shadow, with my own sense of trying to control or manipulate a situation based on a fear. So I took responsibility of that and said, okay, thank you for bringing that shadow out of me. I told him afterwards, after I had a moment to reflect, and I said, oh, thank you for bringing that out of me. And then he responds, I don't want to be your tool. I just want to be appreciated. I don't want to be responsible for that. And then I in turn said, well, no one is responsible for another person's state of being. I was just bringing into focus my gratitude for that experience. So what I got out of that and what I'm sharing with all of you guys is no one is responsible for our own state of being. We're all in this together, and we're all a team in this expression and expansion of our God source energy, of activating our light. It is no one is a tool for anyone else. It is a cooperative effort. It is a cooperative experience. And when we have those catalysts or those triggers from the outside, it's nothing even outside of us. Spirit is saying it is catalyzing and triggering an energy for us to recognize and to reconcile within ourself. Not everyone will see it as we see it, and that's okay. The the job is always an inner one, as we say so many times. It's an inner job, it's an inner work. It's the job is inside of us. Nothing is outside of us. So all of these catalysts that trigger something within us that makes us uncomfortable is an opportunity to face a fear, to work through a fear, which is false evidence appearing real. It is something that is keeping us from our light, but it's not keeping us from our light if we don't allow it. It actually activates our light if we do. And that is a master light blaster's path. It is allowing the darkness, the density to activate our light, to activate our codes, to activate insight, to bring forth the shadows into the light and allow them to work as a team to activate and empower us. Spirit is saying. That is so beautiful. Hey, Heather, good morning. Thank you for being here. So I'm doing a pre-run because I just felt called while the energy was fresh within me, and I was having all of these activations due to a trigger, a catalyst outside of me, and it activates. And then it gains, when I take responsibility, like all of you guys, your master light blasters, and a master light blaster takes responsibility for its creation and for its state of being. Nothing on the outside is responsible. We might, in the old energies, want to point and blame and say, you make me like this, or you caused this to activate in me. But no, 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 nothing is separate from us. These outside situations. How did your interview go, by the way? I never heard or knew. I knew you had an interview like last week or something. So these outside, uh, even an outside interview, are it allowing us to learn something about ourselves, to step into our power, to take responsibility for what we are creating, or to gain more insight and wisdom from ourselves. So we are always reflecting. Even the triggers and from other people or places or situations are just reflections of ourself, an energetic experience for us to gain knowledge and awareness, to embody more and more and more light. All right, guys. So I don't really see anyone on this morning, so I will probably come on later for some readings, but this message was just for you guys all to gain a connection to your power and to know nothing outside of you is to make you feel powerless on purpose. It is when you are feeling powerless from an outside circumstance or feeling not connected, it is because you are transmuting and bringing forth a shadow part of you. So, whatever brought forth that shadow part of you is to be thanked. It is to be recognized as that, even if you don't verbally say that to someone, because they might not take it. Whatever you're called, whatever your truth is called to express, but everything is a reflection and gives us a perspective of an energy within us. Anything that is causing discomfort, whether it be bringing forth a shadow of fear or doubt or unworthiness or lack of confidence or insecurity, it is to bring us into that light as we recognize it and allow ourselves to see them as what they are, shadows of ourselves. Shadows are just areas that, the darker areas that lack light. And we are to bring the light by taking responsibility and allowing all situations, all reflections within our hologram called life to show us another perspective, angle, they're saying composite of energy of ourself. What does Heather say? It was easy going, but still waiting to hear back. Oh, awesome. I was the second interview, but they had two more for the week. Oh, good. Beautiful. Well, as you know, Heather, and you don't need to be told, you are paving the paths of your light. And you are definitely, Heather, just this is affirmation for you. Whatever you are creating is for the best of your, of you, of the totality of all that you are in your soul's journey, bringing forth the greatest fulfillment. You are a master light blaster and you are paving the path of light. You are creating the frequency that you have come to experience in the physical. So that is beautiful. And you can just let that go and know all is as it should be for your greatest good. So that's beautiful. A lot of people want predictions like, am I going to get the job? But we are energy and motion and frequency expanding. So we can't pigeonhole how it's going to be because we can be creating something so much better than what our limited mind understands. So thank you for being here because that brings this message to light. Spirit is saying, bringing these messages to light through our experiences, reflecting energy. So Heather right now is holding space for the energy. It's not about whether she gets that specific job. It is about her shining her light and getting the best experience her soul has called for on this physical journey. So as long as you're secure and doing what you're being called to do in every moment of now and aligning to your heart, and what Spirit said earlier, I don't know if you're here, Heather, is alignment is really the integration of the polarities within us working as a team. To me, that is profound. I never understood alignment in that way. I always thought of alignment to be, oh, following your heart's desires, working to your heart's desires. And that is true. But alignment is, if you go a little deeper, it's the integration of the polarities and contrasts that we've experienced, and we're making the most of all aspects of ourselves to work for us now. No different than taking a trigger or something on the outside that doesn't make us feel comfortable and knowing that, oh, it's my friend. It's my friend to embody, for me to activate more light by bringing the shadows into awareness. It gives a master light blaster the opportunity to shine light in truth on that part of us. So I'll just pull one collective card. I see only a couple people there, so it got me back out there comfortable, and I see where I might be resisting a change a bit, confronting insecurity and going confidence. Oh my God, Heather! So this is so beautiful. Thank you. Yeah, because sometimes in the old ways we think, oh, we got to land this job, or we got to land this relationship, or we got to land this house or apartment, or I got to land this whatever, and really that is the way the human mind has been operating in the past, but it's really about a frequency, allowing allotment. I don't know if that's a word, allowing that frequency and allowing anything standing in the way of our goals to be presented, to be brought into the light. Anything that was, the sun will shine light on the whole world, the shadows, and we are given opportunities to shine light on our own shadows. And then that empowers us more. So we can say, oh, I feel a little bit insecure about creating this. I was going to be creating a room on, what's it called? Clubhouse. Caleb does a lot of Clubhouse stuff, and he says, "Oh, Mom, I should create a room." And then I'm feeling a little insecurity, and it'll bring up a little doubts, and then it's a different platform, and I'm thinking, this does not serve me, but thank you for showing me this little insecurity or doubt or unworthiness. And then we can heal that. We can heal that child or that other timeline where we felt that, and energies that we were holding that were not balanced and brought into the light. So that unworthiness is our gift or whatever when we have those feelings, and then we can transmute it to the light of worth, of claiming our light, of claiming our power. So I'll just pull a quick collective card, mystical wisdom. Okay, I'm going to pull a mystical wisdom on this topic. And then it lets us say, or even maybe connect it to a past experience. And we're saying, oh, it came from that. I no longer need to be that insecure child that was picked on by an insecure classmate and that affected me forever. That kind of thing. So we're bringing healing. Activating light is just bringing healing and integration to all parts of us. All right, so I'll just pull a quickie for the collective, and then I will probably come on later and do some readings because I know it's kind of early right now. Yeah, got you back out there. Thank you, Heather. That's so beautiful. And if that job is the perfect fit for you, Heather, you're going to get it. You're going to get it. You can't help but not get it because it'll be a perfect reflection of your frequency. And if that one wasn't the one, there's something that's a more perfect resonance for your frequency. And I know they say that with jobs, relationships, but a job is a relationship. We have all of these different relationships that we're engaged in. Our relationship to where we live, our relationship to our community, our relationship, obviously all relationships stem from self. And it gives us an opportunity to shine light on those areas that need love. Oh my God, I didn't even mean to pull this. It was mixed up in another deck. And this is funny how spirit works. I originally was going to pull from this deck, and my mind said, no, pull from this deck. And so from yesterday's live, I still had this one card mixed up in that deck. So I'm going to trust and know that this is the card that we are to receive as a collective. And it's the Sage. Be devoted and committed. This came up yesterday in Jimmy and I's live readings for someone. And they come up a lot for you Master Light Blasters because you guys are all sages. You're allowing your path to activate light within you. And this sage here is recording the wisdom, the insight, the knowledge, the light activations gained in his experience. And he knows it's a journey of self with self, and everything on the outside is connecting and illuminating his divinity within him for him, and recording that because he's gained wisdom and knowledge. He's a sage. He looks old, like an elder, a wise person that holds all divine wisdom and knowledge within. And that is what we are doing right now in the role that we're being called to be that sage, to take down. And you don't literally have to journal, even though that's good, but to take notice of, oh my God, I am activating this amount of light, or I'm activating or bringing light to a shadow part of me due to this circumstance or this situation or this relationship. And him writing it down just means bringing awareness and acknowledgement to every moment of now that is activating, and you're gaining more divine wisdom and knowledge that lies in your heart. You are a book revealing your soul's journey is a book revealing and being told through this story of Heather, as Donnie, as Ria, as whoever watches this now or later. And that's so beautiful. So this is the energy. This is the support that is aiding us right now. It is the sage that we hold within, the sage that has acquired divine wisdom and knowledge from other timelines, information from that sage being activated and applied and utilized as we go forth on our journey as humans on our physical journey that we are creating by allowing every moment of now to be a page open, a paragraph open. They're a leader, they're a guide. And those are the rays of light that we are leaving behind us as we traverse through our journey. We're leaving rays of light. Oh, so Gina Palazzo shared a very cool nature video with me, and it was the spores releasing off a mushroom before it dies. And I did post it on Temple of the Sun. And that is the trail that we leave. I'll post it on here as well. that we leave behind us as we activate our light. And even though the mushroom is dying physically, we're dying to a shadow part of ourselves as we activate more light. We're dying to a piece of ourselves. A cycle is ending as we activate more light, and we leave this trail of sparks for future generations, but also future generations is nothing less than ourself experiencing more. All right. Very beautiful, guys. Heather. Yeah, she shared it with me too. Isn't that cool, Heather? Oh, and there's Gina. Gina, I was just talking about that magic mushroom, and hopefully Leona Thacker sees that because her nickname, spirit name is Magic Mushroom Pixie or Mushroom Pixie. So that was really cool, Gina. So I was just sharing that, how that mushroom leaves the spores as we activate and allow every moment of us to reveal something about ourselves and bring us to the light of we are. We leave all of those sprinkles of light. We leave trails of stardust. We leave trails of light. So very beautiful. So I'm going to end it now. I will come back on later to do some collective, not collective, some personal reads. And and unless somebody right here wants one, I'll give you a second to respond. If someone wants a personal individual read, let me know. Otherwise, I'll probably come on later for some personals. But I just love this message, and I love to share like that mushroom releasing its spores of light. My own personal experience, the light that I gained from them. And that's what a master light blaster does. It blasts through the darkness. It allows the darkness to be its friend, to activate light within them, so that it creates rays and pathways for others to see as well. Even though the light rays and the sparks of light that we leave behind us, it's just allowing another to connect to those same rays within themselves. We all hold that. It's just supporting, supporting. All right, guys. All right. All right, guys. May you all shine with the entirety of all the love and light that you are. Shoo.